Regan Slaymaker for Notjustboxing, and I have the pleasure to be joined by, once again, Josh Padley.
Yeah.
At the Steel City today, mate. I know you're no stranger to here because you've done quite a few rounds with Dalton Smith, haven't you?
Yeah, like even an amateur, there were obviously other guys in the gym back, I think we first started sparring here when we were about 16, so obviously I know Grant and all the team very well, like I say, quite close to them lads.
Definitely as well, and I remember before you boxed Mark Chamberlain, there was whispers going round that obviously not many people knew who you were, but the people who did knew who you were because of the rounds that you were doing with Dalton Smith. I mean, in hindsight, how obviously you've been boxing for a long time, but do you think rounds like that with someone as high level as Dalton kind of put you in good stead to go straight into that fight with Mark Chamberlain?
Yeah, I've always, like I say, when we've always sparred, I've always tried getting as high level sparring as I can, because then it puts you in that sort of bracket, and if you know that you can do good and hold yourself against lads like Dalton and the top level fighters, that when your opportunity comes, then you're good to go. And like you say, in my case, when nobody really knew I were, but unless you were like sort of in and around the area and you knew that I could hold my own, then I were a bit of an unknown. So like I say, a shock to many people, but the people that did know me, then not really much of a shock.
No, definitely mate, as well. And obviously we spoke last time out. I kept that interview for International Boxing News. This will go on Not Just Boxing.
Yeah.
I managed to keep that one for myself, but signed to MATCHROOM, opponent locked in for April the 19th, WBA ranking title on the line. I bet you're glad that there's a relief off now. You can just focus on the fight and the opponent at hand as well.
Yeah, that's it. Like I say, we've been trying to get an opponent since the fight first got announced, when there's been a few names thrown in the hat, which didn't come off, and I think this is the third opponent that we've actually got tried now. He's locked in, title locked in. Happy to get in there and, like I say, pick myself a strap up.
Definitely, mate. As always, yeah, you're picking up that strap. Like you said before the Shakur Stevenson fight, it's like, I think only the third strap you fought for. One's the WBC world title and one's the Central Area.
Yeah, that's it. I've had a Central Area, a little international. Can't remember what it's called. I should have obviously boxed Mark for the WBC silver. That got pulled. Then I boxed for the WBC, and then this is for the WBA. So, although I've been in should have had a lot of title fights and stuff, obviously this will be a nice strap to add to the collection. I'll actually get this one. Definitely.
Obviously, after the Mark Chamberlain win, you were world ranked.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's nicer to add one of those ranking titles to the cabinet as well. I mean, yeah, winning this fight puts you right back to where you were before the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm keen to do. Like I say, we had a good world ranking prior to Shakur. Obviously compromised that a little bit with that, but no, get back on the train now and get back to winning ways and get these titles in. Now MATCHROOM's in my corner.
Definitely as well, and I did ask you this before we started filming. Last time we spoke, you hadn't watched the fight back, but you said you watched the highlights now.
I've watched the highlights, easing myself back into it a little bit, yeah. So yeah, highlights have been watched. It's a good watch, isn't it, to be honest?
I told you. Did I tell you, Josh?
Yeah, it is a good watch, to be honest. Like I say, the commentary and stuff on it's brilliant. Like I say, you can hear the crowd and everything. I haven't watched the full fight back. I will get round to doing it, but no, it isn't a bad watch. As everybody kept telling me, it's good. Get it watched. I have I've ventured out and watched it.
Was it? Well, what were you? I know you were apprehensive to watch it, but did it become a little bit easier as you're watching? Are you more keen to watch it back now? Because obviously, it's all well and good me telling it to you in an interview that you've done really well and things like that. But watching it yourself, are you more keen to watch it back now?
I can see from watching the highlights, I can see why people were so interested in, obviously, saying it's a good fight. Watch it. No, you did a good account of yourself. I can see why people are saying that. Like I say, I'm yet to watch the full thing and digest it all. Like it's not nice losing, but I've come away from it good. No injuries or anything like that. So and a deal out back of it. So now that I've watched it, I will get round to the full thing.
Definitely, and I look for. Make sure you drop me a message, Josh. I want to have your reactions as well. And there was a little. Am I right in saying there was a little Twitter interaction between yourself and Shakur afterwards?
Yeah, he said something like, "I'm in London, Josh Padley, where you at? Let's go to the club," or something like that. But obviously, my mind were. I'd spoke to Eddie that Monday, so my mind were back in the gym and getting back to winning ways. So even if he did say, "Let's go partying," it wouldn't have been happening. But nothing ever come of it.
Well, April 19th, Shakur Stevenson, get yourself down to the Cannon Medical Arena, ringside. Why not?
We'll party after this one, yeah.
Exactly. Why not? And then we'll get a rematch.
Yeah.
Why not, Josh? But I mean, yeah, we'll talk about the Cannon Medical Arena. Obviously, you're back. What, have you fought in Sheffield before, right?
Yeah, I fought in Sheffield. Nothing like an arena or anything like that. It were at Sheffield United's banqueting thing there, yeah. So and then I fought at MATCHROOM a few times and stuff like that. So looking forward to it.
Obviously, you're back fighting. It's not Riyadh, but it's back home as well. I mean, yeah. Have you got a lot of fans, newfound fans, coming to the Cannon Medical Arena as well?
Newfound fans. I've had a few people message me from, like I say, Manchester and all sorts, coming and they've never been before. I've had a load of support from at home, as you can probably imagine. My ticket allocation that I had sold out pretty much straight away, and I've got people in a queue waiting to see if they can get any more. So which is good. Means I've got some support behind me now. It leaves a good impression that obviously the hype's still there behind me and stuff like that. And now I've got to deliver on April 19th and get that belt.
Definitely, mate. And I look forward to being in the arena and watching you in that belt as well. Obviously, a Serbian opponent, I think it is, undefeated as well. Do you know much about him? Or obviously, you just got locked in today on the train, so.
Yeah. Another undefeated fighter. I think it's the 5th one I've fought now or something like that. Another southpaw, believe it or not. This is the 3rd one now in a row. Little clips of him online, preparing for the best I can, sort of thing, because you don't know. I were an unknown before, as like you say, for the Chamberlain fight. So who knows what he might bring? But I will be ready for anything.
Definitely, and I look forward to seeing it. Josh, I'll leave it there. But any final words for the fans flocking to the Cannon Medical Arena on April the 19th?
Let's get this belt.
Let's get this belt. Josh Padley, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate.